Have you ever looked up at a bird gliding through the air and wished you could fly too? For thousands of years, people have had this same dream. They watched birds, insects, and even seeds twirling down from trees, and they wondered how they could lift themselves off the ground. An aircraft is any machine that can fly. It's a broad name for anything from a hot air balloon to a giant passenger jet. These amazing machines are humanity's answer to that ancient dream of soaring among the clouds. They are our way of borrowing the sky, even if just for a little while, and seeing the world from a bird's-eye view. So, how does an airplane, a common type of aircraft, actually stay up in the air? It's all about how air moves. An airplane has several key parts. The main body is called the fuselage, where people or cargo sit. The wings are the most important part for flying. They are not flat. They have a special curved shape on top called an airfoil. As the airplane moves forward very fast, pushed by its engines, air flows over and under the wings. Because of the curved shape, the air on top has to travel faster than the air underneath. This difference in speed creates a force called lift, which pushes the airplane up, overcoming the pull of gravity. To control its journey through the sky, an airplane has smaller moving parts on its wings and tail. On the back edge of the main wings, there are flaps called ailerons, which help the plane roll left or right. On the tail, you find the elevator, which makes the plane's nose go up or down, and the rudder, which helps it turn. The pilot in the cockpit uses controls to move these parts, steering the aircraft just like a driver steers a car. It takes a lot of power from the engines to get enough speed for lift to happen, which is why airplanes need long runways to take off and build up speed. Think of an aircraft as a carefully balanced system. 4 main forces are always at work on it. Gravity is the force pulling the aircraft down toward the earth. Lift is the opposite force, created by the wings, that pushes it upward. Thrust is the force from the engines that pushes the aircraft forward. And drag is the force of the air resisting the aircraft's movement, trying to slow it down. For an airplane to fly straight and level, lift must be equal to gravity, and thrust must be equal to drag. By managing these 4 forces, a pilot can make the aircraft climb, descend, speed up, or slow down. Long before the first engine roared to life, the idea of flying lived in people's minds and on their sketch pads. One of the most famous dreamers was an artist and inventor named Leonardo da Vinci, who lived more than 500 years ago. He spent hours studying how birds flew, filling his notebooks with detailed drawings of their wings and bodies. He designed many flying machines, including one called an ornithopter, which had flapping wings like a bird. Although his machines were never built in his time, his ideas were an important first step. He believed that with the right understanding of nature, humans could one day conquer the sky. Centuries passed, and other inventors tried their luck. Some built gliders, which are aircraft with no engine that ride on air currents. Otto Lilienthal, a German pioneer, was one of the most successful. In the late 1800s, he made over 2,000 flights and gliders he designed himself. He proved that flying was possible and that control was the key. He would shift his body weight to steer the glider, just like you might on a skateboard. His work was very important because it inspired 2 brothers from Ohio, in the United States, who ran a bicycle shop. Their names were Orville and Wilbur Wright. The Wright brothers were different from the dreamers who came before them. They were careful mechanics and scientists. They realized that the biggest problem wasn't just getting into the air, but controlling the aircraft once it was there. They built a wind tunnel, a simple box with a fan, to test different wing shapes. They invented a clever system called wing warping, where they could twist the ends of the wings using cables. This allowed them to control the plane's balance and make turns, a problem that had stumped many others. They spent years testing their ideas with kites and gliders at a windy beach in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Finally, the big day arrived. December 17, 1903. It was a cold and windy morning. Orville Wright lay flat on the lower wing of their machine, the Wright Flyer. The engine, which they had also built themselves, sputtered to life, turning 2 large propellers. The flyer moved along a wooden rail, and then, for the first time in history, a powered, controlled machine carrying a person lifted into the air. That first flight lasted only 12 seconds and covered just 120 feet, shorter than the wingspan of a modern jumbo jet. But in those few seconds, everything changed. They made 3 more flights that day, proving it wasn't just luck. The dream of flying was now a reality. The Wright brothers' first flight was like planting a seed. In the years that followed, Aircraft technology grew incredibly fast. The world was amazed, and inventors everywhere began building their own flying machines. At first, planes were fragile things made of wood, cloth, and wire. They couldn't fly very high or very far, but with each new design, they became stronger, faster, and more reliable. People started using them for new things, like delivering mail or performing daring stunts at air shows, capturing the public's imagination. The sky was no longer just for the birds. It was a new frontier for human exploration and adventure. When World War I began in 1914, aircraft changed from a curious invention into a powerful tool of war. At first, they were used only for watching enemy movements from above. Pilots would fly over the battlefield and report back what they saw. Soon, they started carrying weapons. Pilots began fighting each other in the sky in thrilling but dangerous dogfights. The needs of war pushed technology forward at a breathtaking pace. Engineers designed faster, more maneuverable fighter planes, and large bomber planes capable of carrying heavy loads over long distances. The fragile flying machine had become a weapon. After the war, the world saw the potential for aircraft to connect people. The 1920s and 30s became the golden age of aviation. Daring pilots like Charles Lindbergh, who flew solo across the Atlantic Ocean, became global heroes. Companies started the first airlines, using planes to carry passengers and mail between cities. These early airliners were often noisy and uncomfortable, but they were much faster than trains or ships. Flying was still an adventure and a luxury, but the idea of commercial air travel was born. People could now cross continents and oceans in days instead of weeks. World War II brought another massive leap in aircraft technology. The need for even greater speed led to the invention of the jet engine. Unlike propeller engines that used spinning blades to pull the plane forward, jet engines pushed the plane forward by shooting out a powerful stream of hot gas. This allowed planes to fly much faster, even faster than the speed of sound. After the war, this jet technology was adapted for commercial airplanes. The age of the jetliner began, making air travel safer, faster, and more affordable than ever before. Flying was no longer just for the rich and daring, it was for everyone. Today, the sky is filled with a huge variety of aircraft, each designed for a special job. The most common type we see is the commercial airliner, like the Boeing 747 or Airbus A380. These are honestly the giant buses of the sky, built to carry hundreds of people and tons of cargo across the globe. Their main purpose is to be safe, reliable, and efficient, connecting cities and countries. They have powerful jet engines that allow them to cruise at high altitudes, where the air is thinner, saving fuel and providing a smoother ride for passengers. They have truly transformed the way we think about distance, making the world feel much smaller. Beyond passenger jets, there's a whole world of different aircraft. Cargo planes, for example, are the workhorses of the air. These planes have enormous fuselages that can open up to swallow everything from fresh flowers and electronics to cars and heavy machinery. They are a critical part of global business, ensuring that goods can be delivered anywhere in the world within a day or two. Then there are smaller private planes and business jets, which offer more flexibility for smaller groups of people to travel on their own schedules. These planes can often use smaller airports that larger airliners cannot, bringing air travel closer to more communities. Another very important type of aircraft is the helicopter. Unlike an airplane, a helicopter doesn't need a runway to take off or land. It uses large, spinning blades on top, called rotors, to create lift. This allows it to hover in one spot, fly backward, and land in very tight spaces like on a hospital roof or a mountainside. Because of this unique ability, helicopters are perfect for emergency situations. They are used as air ambulances to rescue injured people, as firefighting tools to drop water on wildfires, and by police for surveillance and search missions. They are really the ultimate utility vehicle of the sky. Finally, we have military aircraft, which are built for national defense. These are some of the most advanced machines on Earth. Fighter jets like the F-35 are designed for incredible speed and agility, capable of engaging in air-to-air combat. Large bomber planes can carry heavy payloads over very long distances. There are also surveillance aircraft packed with cameras and sensors to gather information, and huge transport planes that can carry tanks, trucks, and entire teams of soldiers. These aircraft are at the cutting edge of technology, pushing the limits of what is possible in flight to protect a country's security. Aircraft have completely changed our world, They have made long-distance travel fast and easy, allowing us to visit faraway places, see new cultures, and connect with family and friends across the globe. This has boosted tourism and helped people understand each other better. Aircraft are also vital for global business, moving goods quickly and allowing companies to operate worldwide. They are essential in emergencies, saving lives by getting doctors to remote areas or rescuing people from disasters. They also play a key role in science, helping us study weather, map the Earth, and even launch telescopes into space. The benefits are really woven into every part of modern life. As amazing as today's aircraft are, engineers are already dreaming up what comes next. One of the biggest goals for the future is to make flying cleaner and quieter. Most airplanes today use jet fuel, which pollutes the air. To solve this, companies are developing electric airplanes. These planes would use powerful batteries or hydrogen fuel cells instead of jet engines. At first, they will likely be small planes for short trips, but the goal is to one day have large electric airliners. This would make air travel much better for the environment, reducing noise around airports and creating a healthier planet for everyone. Imagine calling for a taxi, but instead of a car, a small, quiet aircraft lands to pick you up. This is the idea behind flying taxis, also known as urban air mobility vehicles. These are often small electric aircraft that can take off and land vertically, like a helicopter. They could fly over city traffic jams, getting people to their destinations much faster. This could completely change how we move around our cities, reducing congestion on the roads and making our daily commutes quicker. While there are still many challenges to solve, like safety and air traffic control, the first flying taxis could be in our skies sooner than you think. The future of flight is full of exciting possibilities. We might see the return of supersonic travel, with planes that can fly faster than sound, cutting the time for international flights in half. Aircraft will become smarter, with advanced computers helping pilots fly more safely and efficiently. New materials will make planes lighter and stronger. From the first dream of soaring like a bird to the Wright Brothers' historic flight, and from the first passenger planes to the electric aircraft of tomorrow, the story of the aircraft is a story of human imagination and determination. Aircraft have not just changed the world, they have connected it, making our planet a single global community.